The featherweight division has been a whirlwind lately, with plans changing almost by the week. Originally, Movsar Evloev was set to face Aaron Pico in a title eliminator, but then Movsar pulled out. That's where the conspiracy theories started rolling in, particularly from Russian media. Outlets like Golos of MMA and even UFC fighter Roman Dolidze have suggested that the UFC might have intentionally pulled Movsar from the fight to give him an immediate title shot instead. The theory goes that the promotion decided Yair Rodriguez didn't deserve another crack at the belt, so they pivoted to Evloev as the next challenger. While this has gained a lot of traction in Russian MMA circles, the reality is it's unlikely. The UFC hasn't exactly had the smoothest relationship with Evloev, so the idea of them secretly bumping him straight into a title fight doesn't really add up. With Evloev out, the picture is clearer. The winner of Pico versus Murphy is expected to get a shot at Alex Volkanovski next. Volk himself has weighed in on the matchup, breaking down how he sees it playing out and whether he actually expects the winner to meet him for the belt. Let's dive in.
The chances of me fighting the winner could be it. Dana White said when Movsar was fighting Pico, most likely the winner was who I'd face. That's what he said. So now Lerone Murphy, you've got guys like Yair Rodriguez, Lerone Murphy, Movsar. These are all guys that are right there. Lerone Murphy's on like a 7-fight win streak or something. So his name, like he's almost in a position where he deserves it anyway. I win again? Surely. Surely he gets it, right? I think it's well deserved. Aaron Pico, great boxer, great wrestler, right? He come into a wrestling and did boxing. Like he could definitely knock him out. But Lerone Murphy's going to fight the right fight. So I could be facing the winner here. I'm glad I did a bit of research. We're going to do plenty more. Don't worry about that. I'm already seeing things that I'll do. But anyway, can't give too much away. But I'm going with the underdog here. And I could be facing him, whether it's later in the year, maybe December or something like that.
Just when it seemed like Alex Pereira was finally locked in on his mission to reclaim the light heavyweight belt against Magomed Ankalaev at UFC 320, he's done something that has fans raising eyebrows again. In the lead up to their first fight, Pereira caught a ton of heat from the MMA world for looking distracted, jetting around the globe, posting videos of himself at parties, and generally giving off the vibe of someone enjoying the superstar lifestyle rather than grinding for a title defense. Many felt that lack of focus showed in the fight, and since then the narrative has been that Pereira was going to dial in, cut out distractions, and go all in on training for the rematch. And for a while, that's exactly what it looked like, until now. Pereira recently posted a video from the set of a movie where he's stepping into the role of the villain. It's a huge opportunity outside the octagon, but the timing has some fans uneasy. While some supporters argue that shooting a movie doesn't necessarily mean he's slacking on training, especially if it's just a short commitment, others see it as deja vu, another camp where outside projects could eat into fight prep. Michael Bisping shared his thoughts on this rematch and Pereira's possible retirement.
A lot of pressure on Alex Pereira coming into this one. And you know, after he lost the fight to Magomed Ankalaev last time out, there wasn't much volume. There wasn't much wrestling either. If anything, Magomed Ankalaev beat him on the feet. It was just a hesitant, tentative performance from Pereira. And I understand that. I've been in there with wrestlers myself. And you think that when you throw, they're going to shoot. And then the guy doesn't shoot. He starts throwing punches. He beats you at your own game. And he kind of makes a dick out of you, right? I've been there. I know what it feels like. And yes, Magomed, even though he's from Dagestan, isn't a Habib level wrestler or Islam Makhachev or something like that, but he does have wrestling in his back pocket. He beat him at his own game, but Pereira is under a lot of pressure here. This might be the last time we see him fight in the UFC. We saw him have a bit of a meltdown on Twitter recently when something didn't go his way. I forget the exact tweet, what it was, but you know what I'm talking about if you follow the sport. And now he's talking about potentially fighting for karate combat. He's talking about potentially boxing. He's made an absolute fortune. He's left his mark on the sport.
Tom Aspinall has fired back hard at Ciryl Gane's coach, Fernand Lopez. Lopez, known for his unfiltered and sometimes unprofessional trash talk, went off on Aspinall, calling him a big mouth who spreads misinformation. Aspinall didn't waste time firing back, saying Lopez's opinions are completely irrelevant and that nobody cares what he has to say. He then took aim at Gane himself, saying he believes Ciryl should have lost to Alexander Volkov and that the judges got it wrong in that fight, which is not a crazy thing to say. It really was a close fight. And when the topic of Jon Jones came up, Aspinall brushed it off entirely, telling fans to just forget about Jones completely and stop waiting for that fight to happen. Right now, his full attention is locked on Gane, and he's confident this is going to be one of his most dangerous performances yet. Aspinall says he thrives when the pressure is on, and with the stakes, the rivalry, and the tension between camps, he's promising to put on a destructive, statement-making fight when the cage door closes. Let's dive into Aspinall's interview with Ariel Helwani.
Said that your talk has been annoying, that you've been whining, that it's not true, that you guys weren't in talks to fight.
But with all due respect, like, his opinion is quite irrelevant to the situation. Like, I'm just telling the facts from what I know. You know, trying to get under anyone's skin or anything like that. Like, that's the reality that I lived. But irrelevant to what happened or didn't happen, like, that's in the past, and we're fighting each other now. We're fighting each other in October, so irrelevant to what anybody says, who's annoyed and who isn't annoyed, and whose feelings are hurt and whose feelings aren't hurt. We're going to fight each other and settle it regardless, so it's pretty irrelevant with all due respect. Oh, talk's just talk to me, mate. It doesn't matter. Like, at the end of the day, we're both going to take our shirts off, get a pair of gloves on, and go in there and see who wins on October 25th. So his coach can, like, get his feelings hurt and get his knickers in a twist all he wants, but it's not really going to change anything, to be honest. Anytime there's pressure on me, that's when I've done my most devastating performances. And if he believes that, that's a fantastic thing for me.
Khamzat Chimaev just completed the first big step of UFC 319 Fight Week by landing in Chicago and letting everyone know he's ready, despite some concerns from fans about his health during camp. His training partner Arman Tsarukyan even stressed the importance of controlling his workload to avoid overtraining. Khamzat has been taking no chances. He stayed locked in his house throughout fight camp to avoid getting sick and keep himself in peak condition. Daniel Cormier revealed that Khamzat almost pulled out after a health scare during camp, which had fans worried. But now, seeing Boers arrive and drop that clip saying he's ready is a huge relief. He's here, focused, and set to make an impact at UFC 319.
We are in Chicago, fight week. Finally, we're here, going for the goal.
On the other side of UFC 319, Dricus du Plessis keeps making it clear he's not scared of Khamzat's wrestling. While a lot of fighters try to run away from the Chechen's ground game, Dricus says that's the biggest mistake you can make. He's ready to meet Chimaev on the ground, attack him there, and not back down or avoid the fight in the clinch or on the mat. That mindset makes this matchup even more intriguing. This fight promises fireworks all around. We know both guys will leave it all out there inside the octagon. What are your thoughts on UFC 319? Drop your predictions in the comments below. Also, how do you think the co-main event between Pico and Murphy will play out? Let us know. That's it from MMA Psycho. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for daily MMA news.